Oh, 2 boxes appear. What are we giving away today? Woo! We have, in my opinion, might be the best pedal ever. I love this pedal so much, and I was like, let's give this away. And the guys were like, well, why don't you throw in one of these too? And I was like, yo, let's get it. So before we get too far into this one, as always, these Sweet Saturdays are all sponsored by Sweetwater. They're giving us all this gear to give away. I'm excited. We're going to do one more month past this one, and then we're going to kind of see how we're feeling after that one. But just a huge shout out to Sweetwater. We have, wait until you see the stuff we're giving away next month. This stuff is super cool. Next month is going to be super cool as well. We're gonna wrap up a summer of Sweet Saturdays. So lots of stuff going on, and like I said, you just wait. It's gonna be rad. So today, woo! And we got to figure out who won the D'Angelico. We're gonna announce that too. And we also we're giving away, again, this is my favorite pedal ever. That just kind of does everything. And in the modulation world, I don't know anything that is more just capable than this. The H9, and not just any H9, this is the H9 Max. It has everything unlocked on it. So I was pumped up whenever I told them, I was like, well, if I want to give away H9, it's gotta be an H9 Max. And they're like, all right, let's do it. And then they said, well, have you tried the Micropitch, which is a delay pedal from Eventide. Both of these are Eventide. And I was like, I haven't, but it looks sweet, so let's try it out. So tried this one. So whoever wins, you're gonna get both of these. Getting the H9 would be, I was happy with that. The fact that they were cool with throwing in something else, super, super cool. So, like I said, now the H9 runs off of an app that you can use on your phone. You don't have to use that. I just scroll through presets. I'm not going to use my phone app here for this one. When I use it on my own, because you got to sync your phone up to it and all that kind of stuff. And since I'm giving this one away, I didn't want to sync my phone up to it. But yeah, so I'm just going to kind of spin the dial, so I'm not using the actual app. But you can use an app with this one if you want to. This is more of a traditional pedal, the Micropitch, so I'll have B-roll playing when I'm yakking about all this stuff. But we're just going to run everything into the Rev D20, set kind of clean, a little bit of crunch on there. Let me go ahead, I think I forgot to get you the reference tone. So here is the reference tone of the D20. See, a little bit of dirt. I don't like running like a crazy clean amp. And then of course I'm just gonna use my PRS DGT the whole time, and then I'll let you know which pedal I'm using. So that's gonna be the effects today. You can check out all those links down below if you want to. That helps support the Sweet Saturdays using those affiliate links. And yo, let's just go. All right, so let's dive into this H9. Right out the bat, you're just like, yeah, I like that. We cool. We friends. And like I said before, it's the modulation stuff. It's just so over the top good. It's just amazing. I don't know anything that is kind of, in pedal form, on the same level. Like you might get into like some bigger rack pieces of gear, but in pedal form, man, the H9 just kind of has it all. So this is the first one. This is just, it's just a nice big chorusy delay, lots of modulation spinning around. I think that, kind of the criteria for a good pedal is, does it make you play, not only make you want to play, but play like different stuff. Because when I was sitting here warming up before we recorded the video, I was just kind of like doing this one simple thing. I was like, oh, that's kind of like a new little riff. It's probably been done before, but it was new to me. So let's kind of go through a couple of these. This one's just called Thick. Like how I hit that wrong note there. To avoid copyright, psych, we're just gonna do it. Copyright police are on it. Who name that riff? What riff was I just playing? Probably didn't play it right, but what riff was that? I think it was number 18. Right there. See what I mean? You just get carried away. I'm just going to, from now on, turn both volume knobs on because I'll never learn which one's the volume. All right, we have a winner of that awesome looking D'Angelico that we had. You know, again, a lot of these brands, man, they're impressing me because I just don't get a chance to play a lot of these different, like, more funky brands like D'Angelico and all that stuff. So, anyways, who won the D'Angelico? With the answer of Mississippi Queen by Mountain for the rocker, because I kind of said that guitar was a rocker. Brian S. Guitars. Dude, you won a guitar. Look, it goes right with your name. Brian S. Guitars. Brian S. wins guitars, apparently. So, congratulations, man. You won that guitar. It is a rocker. I think you'll get it, and you'll play it, and you'll be rocking out on it. And just congratulations. Thanks to everyone who entered. Like I said, we got stuff going on next week, obviously. I'm going to tell you how to win these Eventide pedals. Let's jump on over to that. So how do you win the Eventide pedals? I'm telling you, anyone who wins these will be super pumped up. All you have to do is subscribe. You have to be a subscriber and leave a comment down below with who do you think has the best use of effects? You know, it could be maybe they only use like reverb or something like that. But when you think of, you know, a person who uses guitar effects, like modulations, delays, all that kind of stuff, who do you think of? Because there are some obvious answers, but I bet there's going to be some cool ones too. So other than that, this is open worldwide, chosen randomly, and I'll just get back to the video. Let's play some more guitar. Oh, go! Yeah, this is another one that was cool. Like it was real tricky to use. It's called Ghost, but it was like such an interesting like swell to the notes. I love effects like this one, like the ones that get super weird. I'm not like a huge fan of. There's something in my eye. But ones like this I love because they're not too crazy, but they're really weird, and then like they just make you think so different. I'm like, all right, how do I gotta get the timing right, all this kind of these swells, and you just mess with them. Alright, I found the one that I'm going to end the H9 with. This thing is so cool. Check it out, listen. Alright, let's switch over to the Micropitch real quick. Now, I had never used this pedal. The H9, owned one for a long time, super fun. I personally love the app integration of it because it just makes, you know, I'm just so used to editing stuff on the computer now. It just makes that a little bit easier for me. But this one, obviously, a much more traditional pedal. You got all your knobs, the bells and whistles are just kind of laid out in front of you. You can, you know, have your presets, all that kind of stuff. And I just figured I'd play through it here for a second because it has a really cool sound. I love, you know, again, Eventide. When it comes to modulation, it's hard to beat Eventide. They're just up there. So I had this one, and this kind of sound just like it again, just like with the H9. gave me an idea for a riff. I was like, oh, all right. So I just kind of started playing it. You know, it kind of like an 80s throwback, almost like a Cinderella intro. What is that song? Is it The Last Train Home? There's a Cinderella song that really sounds similar to that. I think maybe something about a G, but yeah. And I'm like I said, I don't use any distortion pedals. I'm just gonna crank the amp distortion up here in just a minute. Here it is dry. Another riff. Can you name that riff? Alrighty, gang, that is going to be it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Like I said, as always, thanks to Sweetwater for doing this. Like I said, this has been such a fun run of Sweet Saturdays videos. The stuff we have next month is going to be wild. I can't wait to show you. And it all just started showing up. So we got one more month of Sweet Saturdays, and then we're going to kind of decide what we want to do with it. So we might take a little bit of a break, but other than that, hey, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Congratulations to Brian for winning the guitar, and good luck to everyone on winning these I always want to say H9 pedals, Eventide pedals. So other than that, I'm out of here, guys.